Hey everyone, it's Jason and welcome to your weekend cruise news update. And I need your opinion on this one because it sparked some debate. Have you ever been on a cruise out of Port Canaveral and seen a rocket launch? Also, cruiseline.com came out with their 2023 Member Choice Awards, and guess who their #1 cruise line was? So cruise story number 1, have you ever seen a rocket launch out of Port Canaveral from your cruise ship? So someone wrote into John Hill, the brand ambassador for Carnival Cruise Lines, and they were highly upset with Carnival. The situation was they were on the Carnival Vista, and they were leaving around 3:30. Well, the rocket launch was at 4:45. People were asking Carnival to wait, and they were being told, hey, we can't wait because we have to be in Aruba at a certain time. Well, they called Carnival liars. They just wanted to get their casino open. Now, here's what I have to say to that. So what? They're a for-profit company. Yes, maybe they want to have their casinos open. The other thing that we were told in St. Martin one time by a captain is 15 minutes they were late. It cost the cruise line $20,000. So what does an hour and 15 to an hour and a half cost the cruise line? $100,000, $120,000? So yes, it is about money sometimes. And the ironic thing about all this, the launch was scrapped. So if you're leaving on a cruise today, February 25th, be looking out because at 4:34 p.m., SpaceX is supposed to be launched. So I hope you guys see it. And where are you at on this debate? Would you rather be late getting into Aruba? Or just, hey, let's do our cruise and we'll see the rocket launch at sea. Because you absolutely will see it out at sea. You'll maybe be 30, 40 miles offshore. So let me know where you're at in this debate. So cruise story number 2, do you sail out of Port of Los Angeles? And are you disappointed in the options that you have available to you? Well, you may be getting 2 new ships. So what happened is a preliminary schedule was released for the Port of Los Angeles for late 2025, and it had 2 new ships, MSC Bellissimo and Royal Caribbean's Quantum of the Seas. I think that puts it up to a total of 8 or 9 cruise ships sailing out of the Port of Los Angeles. Now, neither cruise line confirmed this as of yet, but we do know that Royal Caribbean will be releasing its listings for the Port of Los Angeles, I believe through early 2026 this week, so we'll get to know if that list has any validity to it. Are you a West Coast sailor? Let me know in the comments. So before I get to cruise story number 3, I would ask that you please like this video as it does help the channel grow. Also, consider subscribing as I do daily cruise news shorts and tips and tricks. I also do longer cruise videos on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 8 a.m. Thanks so much. So cruise story number 3, and cruiseline.com released their Member Choice 2023 rankings for the best cruise lines. And USA Today sparked some debate earlier in the week by coming out with their rankings, and they had Carnival Cruise Line #1, Royal Caribbean 10, and no mention of Celebrity Cruise Lines or Disney Cruise Lines. A lot of people were not happy with that list, including a lot of people that said it sounded like just a paid advertising. Well, cruiseline.com did theirs a little differently, as these were actual reviews of cruises that members had taken. They were verified. And #1 for mainstream cruise lines was Royal Caribbean. #2 was Celebrity. #3 was Carnival Cruise Lines. #4 was Holland. And #5 was Disney Cruise Lines. I have to say that sounds a little more accurate. And they also did luxury and premium brands. They kind of did other lists for that. And I'll make sure to put those in the description. What do you guys think about this list? To me, it sounds a little more accurate on that. No Disney and no Celebrity on the USA Today Cruise Lines top 10. I have to say, it threw up some red flags for me. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for the support. And until I talk to you next week, happy cruising.